Hi, this is Joel Radican, team leader of Team 8, Workplace Wellbeing. We have a great team. We've had a lot of fun putting our material together. On our team is Janet Roche from Janet Roche Designs. We have Jason Klein from L&K Partners. We have Christy Buckley from Inside Source, Megan Toner from IA, Michael Simcox, corporate leader, real estate corporate leader extraordinaire, and Melissa Vidovich from KI. And I tell you, we've had a blast putting this stuff together in a very short amount of time. And we think we're taking a unique look at this topic, something that might be a little bit different than what others are doing. Megan is going to help facilitate the rest of the presentation now. So Megan Toner, please take us away.
Hi, everybody. An organization's role in maintaining well-being is more important than ever. We know that introducing effective well-being into the workplace will improve our mental health and productivity as we re-enter the office. Today, we want to talk to you about personal wellness, social wellness, and workplace well-being. In our personal wellness, we're going to look at an onward, upward, and inward focus, and we're going to have Jason and Christy give you a little bit more about that.
So when most people hear personal wellness, they believe that that only entails the physical portion of wellness, your exercise, running, and so on. But really a huge portion of personal wellness stems from mindfulness. And personal wellness and mindfulness is the key to successful reintegration into the workplace. Personal wellness takes a lot of micro steps for the mindfulness portion of it. We want to focus inward in order to settle and ground ourselves so that we can focus in the moment and release the outside stressors that many of us are focused on today. One great way to do that is by starting a gratitude journal and list everything that we're thankful for in the moment, and then taking a deep breath of, this is called mindful breathing. Breathing is an automated response, so by taking a deep breath in, it helps remind us that we are actually in control of our bodies and in control of a lot more situations than we think we are. All those steps are known as micro steps. They're small steps that are too small to fail, and they'll help us on our way to our mindfulness journey, because when we're successful as an individual with our personal wellness and mindfulness, it'll set our group up and our teams up to be successful as well.
Thanks, Jason. Just recapping, that's in that personal well-being and what we're able to do to respond to that stress that we're feeling in the current situation, how we pull ourselves together, and what that looks like and how it contributes to a productive and innovative work environment. Let's move on now to our social wellness. This is where we're looking at the clarity, climate, and competence. And Janet's going to talk to us a little bit more about this.
Hi, let's just jump right on in. Let's talk about clarity. Let's talk a little bit about what social connectiveness is and how important it is to our well-being. We will be going back to the workplace as we are social animals, and who would have ever thought that we would crave to go back to our offices? We will, but some of our first steps must come from a place of empathy. So how do we start? We suggest taking a step by having the use of a survey on how people are feeling about returning to work. What are their fears? What are their anxieties? What are they worrying about? And how we can address and help to ease any of those fears and anxieties. 2, climate. We also need to reassess how we address others within our new climate. Practice compassion for people who may be experiencing personal emotional challenges, create an environment of safety and protection for one another. Recently, you may have seen a viral email that said we are all weathering this storm together, but we are doing so in different boats. Again, it's about empathy. And lastly, we've got competency. Competency of empathy or best practices. One of the things that we are missing in our new world in everyday interactions with each other. We suggest the following, or what we call casual collisions. So if you need to, set a daily reminder to reach out to somebody to see how they're doing, or maybe have a virtual coffee break or lunch with others, or have a virtual happy hour. I'm sure we all know what that means these days. Perhaps post a silly question on the day for your teammates For example, my favorite Kevin Bacon movie is Footloose. What's yours? Or what's your favorite non-chocolate candy? Spend a few minutes sharing personal lives before launching into the work, just to check in with each other. And call somebody you work with that you haven't heard from a while, and by checking in with old friends to see how they're all handling this. You might find that you might have a lot more in common with your colleagues about how you're dealing. And so with that last point, don't forget to ask for help if you need it, or to offer help for those who are struggling. Thank you.
Thanks so much. As we re-enter the workplace, we recognize that the social wellness is just as important as our personal wellness. We want to promote those healthy connections and remember that there may be, as we go forward, people who maintain a distributed work environment and those who are in the office, and that we want to carry forward some of the positive, healthy connections that we have developed in this remote work environment, and to bring those back as we move forward. So that social wellness is key. Now we're going to move on and talk about our workplace wellness. We're looking at experiential, flexible, and resilient.
Thanks, Megan. You know, it's important workplace wellness and the built environment have the opportunity to undergo a significant transformation. This transformation as companies are grappling with how to integrate their workforce back into the workplace. So the 5 key trends of workplace wellness that I'm going to talk about today are the following. The first, you know, well-being really will become a standard and no longer a nice to have. This may include the full well-building or well-fit certifications, or even just aspects of those key features of those standards, I think will come into play. Secondly, the workplace will incorporate wellness in all aspects of design. For example, specific activity-based spaces, a change in the percentage of square footage allocated to individual space versus common spaces. We're going to see some activity there. Third, leaders will need to realign their thinking and use new language and platforms to discuss wellness. The use of science-backed, evidence-based, engaging communication is going to be critical. This will instill trust and confidence in employees, and that'll be essential. Fourth is new technology. Work from anywhere will spur new technologies and innovation in the workplace. Technologies that support things like collaboration, employee safety, mental health, facility management, monitoring and performance management of a building, et cetera, et cetera. And lastly, there will be a need to incorporate a set of exposure and risk principles, creating a multi-layered strategy to reduce risk enough to allow employees to feel safe and trusting to come back to the office. So in summary, when employees see workplace well-being as a priority for companies, it's a company they can trust, have confidence in, and want to be a part of. I turn it back to Megan.
Thanks so much. Now let's take a look at a couple of our key takeaways. We recognize that people matter. Mental health is a key component to our overall health. Place plays a vital role in supporting our personnel, our social, our workplace, what a healthy corporate environment looks like. We want to make sure that this community comes together and provides resources so that we're nurturing the mental health of workers as we reintegrate and re-enter the workplace. That's it. That's our workplace well-being. Thanks so much for your time.
Well, I just want to say too that thank you, CoreNet. Oh, did I go down? No. Hi. Thank you, CoreNet. I believe that this opportunity to do hackathon has brought many, many people together who have never met each other, had a chance to work with each other before. And this is just fantastic. The amount of thought leadership that you're generating is tremendous. And thank you for the opportunity for our great team to start working together and get to know each other. I hope this helps the collective of all the work. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks. Bye.
Thank you.